the phone song. So actually, that's a kind of a humorous thing about losing your phone.
That happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not so humorous, but
no. So we try to elaborate on that, and actually, the most of the tunes on this EP are kind of, we made them together in the studio with all the people there, and so we had sketches like. So for Wiggly Wicked Pants, we pretty much only had the guitar riff, and then we worked together to make the song. And pretty much the same was with Without You, the phone song. We had pieces that we thought could be a song, and then we kind of glued it together in the studio and made it work.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So and. That was also for this the third track, Overthrown. I think we kind of jammed all through that,
I get this impression that being in the studio with you guys would be some kind of an experience.
I hope it will be, because that's where the fire is,
Oh, absolutely.
It's like going to the campfire, and you bring your sausages, you bring your marshmallows or whatever you got.
Exactly, right.
It's at the campfire. That's what it's at.
Whatever you got, you bring it out and have a good time. That's great. Now, you guys are a ways apart. How often do you actually get together to jam or work on music?
A couple of times a year. That's the best we can do, because we're working people.
Sure.
We have to do our jobs to pay our bills and stuff.
Right, which is I should tell my listeners that's the reason why we only have one Yo here tonight. Because the other one had to get himself some beauty rest to go to his work in the morning, and we fully understand that. Sorry he couldn't be with us, and please extend our best wishes to him. So how do you promote your music over there in Sweden? Are you playing? Are you doing live dates, or is it radio? What do you do for that?
No, we actually we don't promote our music very much in Sweden at all, and that's just we put it out there, and we try to we kind of hope that people will find us, but the kind of music we make, we're kind of diverse.
The music that you're putting out is accessible, and by that I'm talking about people getting into it. It's accessible virtually anywhere that popular rock and roll type music is played. And we just had, I don't know, it was about, a month or two ago, we had a gentleman on from Israel who had a similar situation. He made his music, but he couldn't get it. He couldn't get any traction in Israel, and he was getting it played around the world, but not in Israel. So, yeah, I'm familiar with that pattern. John, something you wanted to inject here, John?
When do you think that, will you be doing any touring in the U.S.? I know that you mentioned Los Angeles, so obviously you're familiar with the lower 48. Are you going to be coming back this way again?
We haven't got anything planned or scheduled or something like that, but we try to play along with whatever comes up, and so if there's an opportunity, we'll be there, but there's nothing planned.
Right, I gotcha. And that's I really like to see you be able to get out and somehow get this music promoted, besides just here on our show, because you make music that people would buy. They just have to hear it. And
I hope. Sometimes when I listen to radio and stuff, I think many composers today or music makers, they make sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They put together fragments of sounds in kind of places. They don't write songs. And
I hear you.
and to me, that's a different thing, you know. I think
Sure.
music is a song, and it's evolving from something within you, and it has a beginning and has an end, and it cannot be 5 people writing 5 small pieces.
Tell us real quickly about this this next track we're going to play, because this is a commercial bopper. This is called...
Oh, I'm glad you think so, because actually that's the only song that was written beforehand, before we started recording.
Really?
It was like, yeah, it was like 24 hours before I was getting in the car to leave for the northern part of Sweden. My friend Joe, he called me up and said, "Oh, can't you write a couple of songs to play and send to the guys so they can rehearse before we meet?"
Right.
So in 24 hours, I couldn't make 2 songs. No, I made 1. And that's this track that's called Little Mo.
Well, this is a happy commercial little bopper. I really enjoyed this. This is one you can just sort of, it's a feel-good song, and it makes you feel good. And we're going to play it right now. Thank you so much, Yo, for coming by. Be sure and extend our thanks to the other Yo.
Yeah, I will.
Keep in touch. Let us know what's going on, okay?
We will. Kiss and hug.
Great kiss and hugs. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Yo-Yo X-No with Lil Mo.
I am. Little Mo said she'd fly me to the moon. That won't go, 'cause she ain't got a rocket, not even an air balloon. But she's smart, and she said that if we like it there, it's a start. And from that point we could go just anywhere. Little Mo said she'd fill my heart with song. That won't go, 'cause it's full of blood that keeps me going on. But she's smart, and she said that if it makes me glad, it's a start, and a good one too, so it can't be that bad. I think I wanna go wherever she goes, Little Mo. I think I wanna go wherever she goes, Little Mo. I think I wanna go wherever she goes, Little Mo. I think I wanna go wherever she goes, Little Mo. Little Mo said she'd take me anywhere. But that won't go, 'cause there are places you can't get to, though you dare. But she's smart, and she said we'd travel in our minds. Hey, it's a start. All we need is to imagine without lines. Think I wanna go wherever she goes, Little Mo. I think I wanna go wherever she goes, Little Mo. I think I wanna go wherever she goes, Little Mo. I think I wanna go
Yoyo X No from their new album, their new EP, I should say. And you heard it right here on the David Bowers Awards. About time for us to wrap it up and move along down the road. So we want to thank our guests, Yoyo XNO and Liz Tapia, for all coming in and playing for some new music for us, and letting us share it with you, our listeners. John Bon Jovio, take us home.
Okay. Well, hey, folks, you did it again. You spent another perfectly good hour with the David Bowers Awards. And I am grateful, and I know David is grateful, so thank you very much. Just want to let you know the David Bowers Awards is broadcast around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and, of course, from the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona. And we are available for free on Blog Talk Radio. You can also find us in all the usual places that you're going to get your podcasts, but one that I do want to mention in particular, because they're kind of new to us, is the Cuyahoga Valley Radio Network on Live 365, and we are sure grateful for them carrying our show here, the David Bowers Awards. Be sure to click and follow the Blog Talk Radio page for the David Bowers, and of course, like us on Facebook as well as Twitter. Join us next week for the David Bowers Awards, Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern on WRFZ-FM. That's 106.3 on your radio dial. And that's Rochester Free Radio in New York. And on Blog Talk Radio, Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and 6 p.m. UTC for more great indie music and talk with the folks that make it happen. So until next week, for the David Bowers Awards, that's the show. For the David Bowers, and of course, Nick, our marvelously geeky engineer, I am yours truly, the legendary, lovable John Bon Jovial, saying we'll see you next week right here on the David Bowers Awards.